Hello everybody. In story time, we were going up in elevators and flying kites. Well, for craft today, we're going to be making paper aeroplanes that can go up in the sky and down. Now, I can't show you the paper aeroplane I made because I threw it up in the air in the library and it got stuck in our berry room tree. So, we're just going to have to do it together. What you'll need is a plain piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. I chose blue, so it's a rectangle shape, and all the things that I have been practicing came from this book. So this is Paper Aeroplanes Flight School Level 1. So there's multiples of these books, and these are the simplest. And we're going to start with the simplest glider, but we're also going to do a space ring too. And in it, it also has an elevator glider too, which is a little fancier. So we're not going to start with that one. So I'll open up the book and get the directions step by step. If you haven't folded paper like this before, it takes a little bit of practice, so be patient with yourself. The first thing we're going to do is to fold our piece of paper hot dog style, so it stays looking long. So the long sides fold together. In this book, there's a lot of handy tips. So you want to make your folds as folded as you can, as crisp of a fold as you can. So you can use your fingernail and scratch down with your fingernail on the crease, or you can use a ruler too and press down on the crease like that. Now then, open it up, and you're going to take a corner, and you're going to make this side here go into the middle crease. So it forms a line on the crease, and I fold it, and I'm using my fingernail, and I'll do the same on the other side. So it matches, and it makes a point, and then I can use my ruler and make sure that it's really, really creased. So it looks like that. The next thing we're going to do is to make these corners. So we see how it's got the shape. This corner and this corner is going to go into the middle. So just like we did before. So we got to get a little trickier because it's getting to be a more narrow of a triangle. But as we do this, you can see that it's starting to look more and more like an aeroplane, more aerodynamic because it has that narrow point. Now, done that, make it very, 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 very flat. So it should look like this. Now, in this book, it talks about valley folds and mountain folds. So right now, it has a valley fold because it wants to go in. So we're going to make a mountain fold. And so it goes like that. So then you have your point, and you have these little lines, flappy lines there. That's what it looks like at this point. And because we were asked to fold, we're going to make sure that that's a nice crisp fold. And then we have your little flat bit at the top there. Can you see? See that flat little bit there? So you're holding it with the flat bit at the top, and then these wings go down. So it gets to be another narrower triangle. And I'm making that flat line go against this flat line. So there it goes like that. And I have to do it on the other side too. Round and round. Gets a little tough at the point with all those layers of paper. But do your best. And like I say, it takes a lot of practice. And there we have a paper aeroplane. So those wings go out like that. And it has some flying tips. So for this one, you're going to use a medium throw and with a slightly upward flies really good. Sometimes they're fun to stand at the top of the stairs and fly down too. The other one I wanted to show you is the space ring, and for that one you need a square. So I just took off part of this to make it a square. It's another regular piece of paper. This one I made out of origami paper, but a regular piece of paper is fine. And this one's really easy. So all you gotta do is points, fold it in half so the opposite points go together. And then fold it and crease it. Now that big crease line there, you're going to fold just a little bit, like a finger's width. And then press it down and fold it over again. And that's it. That's all the folds you need to do for this one. But then you have to turn it around, turn it around, turn it around, turn it around, and fit those pieces together. Go in there. And you wiggle them, and you wiggle them, and you get them in closer and closer and closer so that they stick together. It's a little bit like a napkin ring. And then you make it into a circle. Keep working it and working it. And then for this one, you have to hold it at the end. And it helps if you put your hand high up in the air. And the higher you are, the better. And then, whoop, that is a nice glide too. And for our final activity, we're going to do the elevator game. So I have Duck and Frog to help me with this. This is in the comments that you can print out, and it looks like this. I'm going to start them off in the blue building, and they're starting on the first floor. And for preschoolers, they're just going to roll the dice once and see who wins. Frog got 6. Duck got 1, 2, 3. So up you go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frog, and up you go 3 floors. 1, 2, 3. So if you just have one round, you get to visually see who got higher. 6 is bigger than 3. Frog is higher than duck. Now, to make the game more complicated, we're going to keep going with more rounds. I'm going to start them off on the yellow building. So the point of this is to go up, and when you can't go up any further, then you have to go down the elevator and up the elevator and down the elevator. So you have to decide how many rounds you're going to do. Are you going to roll the dice 3 times? Let's try that. Off goes Frog. Frog gets a 4. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. Can't go up anymore. Has to go down. 4. Let's put Duck back on the beginning. Whoops. Duck got 6. 1, 2, 3. Can't go to up anymore. 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Duck ended up back on number 1. Although I have another go. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. So they have 1 round left. 5. Now, is Frog going up or down? You have to remember which way you're going. Frog is going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going up. 6. Oh, where is Duck gonna end? Has to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Duck ended on the 4th floor, and Frog ended on the 2nd floor. So Duck is higher, and Duck is the winner of that round. Now they can move on to another building and play again. They can choose if they want to do 5 rounds or 10 rounds. And if you're on this one, it might take you a little while. Want more ideas? There's the Magic Elevator game, Elevator exercise, and they can be found on these websites too.